Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to Tarot by Izzie, all the way from central Scotland. I'm actually back on a lot sooner than I expected to be. Because of the breaking news, I don't know the time differences between Scotland, and certain areas in America. But yesterday I uploaded a video, and in that video I was referring a lot to the waxing crescent moon and that being in the sign of Gemini, and how Gemini is actually a communications planet, and it would be in Gemini Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think I said, and then Thursday it then moves into Taurus, Amber Heard's star sign. So before we go any further, I'm going to be talking about the communication strategy. Please look at my description. Anything I say is for allegedly. Anything I predict in the cards is for entertainment purposes only. It won't stand up in a court of law. And hopefully you enjoy as we work through the article that we see before us today. And I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot as well. I don't know if you can see that. So, to say, I uploaded that video yesterday onto my YouTube channel, went to bed, and can I say thank you? Actually, can I say thank you to the people who have subscribed? That really, really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. It helps me build my profile because hopefully I can earn a wee bit pin money. So on my bucket list, I can do my Route 66 trip. I know it's going to take me a wee while, but I'm thankful for people who pop in and watch the video as well, and who like it and leave comments. It's really, really much appreciated. You're keeping this wee pensioner from Scotland happy. And just to take a lot to keep me happy. So anyway, yesterday I uploaded a video in relation to Amber Heard going to be taking a stand this week, and the fact that Gemini was very much in place, and that's about image communication. And lo and behold, I get up this morning and then I read from an article online. This is an article from is it the New York Post.com, and it is Amber Heard fires PR team days before she's set to testify after torrent of bad headlines. And it's dated May 1st, 2022 by Elizabeth Rosner and Ben Kesslen. And it goes on to say Amber Heard is so upset over the coverage she's been getting in her court battle with Johnny Depp that she abruptly switched to a new PR team ahead of her highly anticipated testimony this week. The Post has learned. The Aquaman, in brackets, in quotes, actress ditched crisis PR team firm Precision Strategies on, I think it was Thursday, after getting frustrated with the press she's received since her bombshell defamation trial kicked off last month, sources said. I love this, sources. She doesn't like bad headlines, in quotes, a source noted. Another source said Heard 36 is, in quotes, frustrated with her story not being told effectively. Depp, 58, is suing Heard for $50 million, claiming his ex-wife defamed him, allegedly, in a 2018 op-ed in the Washington Post, where she discussed being a victim of DV. Heard's lawyer argued that Depp and Heard were constantly falling out. There's some words I can't say. Go to the article. The actress, who is expected to take the stand in Fairfax as soon as Tuesday, now has consulting firm Shane Communications on retainer to help her get across her side better in the court of public opinion, sources said. The sudden PR switch came after several brutal days of court testimony from Depp witnesses and a fiery social media mob that has turned against Heard. Her new team, led by CEO David Shane, has worked against Depp before, allegedly, according to this article. The firm helped highlight allegations lodged by Depp's former business managers, the management group, alleging that the Pirates of the Caribbean, in quotes, stars needed to hire a shrink for his compulsive spending habit of $2 million per month, allegedly. Still, communications experts told the Post that Heard's new flags have an uphill battle ahead of them. After years, my apologies, of narrative building, you can't change public's opinion in 3 weeks when someone is suing you in a case, said a crisis management PR insider. Ex-Pete Buttigieg campaign maven Liz Smith said, that doesn't make sense to me, but go online and read it yourself. It's crazy to change teams in the middle of a trial like this because you don't like the headlines, she said. Heard's former PR firm, Precision Strategies, which was co-founded by ex-Obama advisor and deputy campaign manager Stephanie Cutter, and in quotes, is one of the best crisis firms, but they can't rewrite the history of what's happened, end quote. And it goes on to allege that the actress never wanted cameras in their courtroom in the first place, but Depp's team won the fight to have the entirety of the trial testimony live streamed, meaning neither team could cherry pick what information made its way out of the courtroom. So, about Shane Communication, Amber's new PR team, who are now on a retainer. They're a corporate communications consulting firm that advises clients across a broad spectrum of industries, including media, entertainment, and tech. We provide strategic counsel, which includes external and internal communications, crisis management, and litigation support, message development, media relations, and advancing company brands. Very impressive. The firm is headquartered in Los Angeles with additional offices in New York and Atlanta. So I got that from the About Us Shane Communications. David Shane is the president and CEO. David Shane is a communication strategist specialising in corporate positioning, strategic messaging, and crisis management issues. Over the past 2 decades, he has advised some of the world's most prominent media, entertainment, and technology companies. Get my teeth back in. Oh well. What would my advice be? You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. I think that would be my headline if I was a PR company. You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. So, what does that mean? It's an old saying, it just sprung to my mind when I read this. I thought, what? And basically, what it used to mean was you cannot make something good out of something that is naturally bad. And that's how things are looking just now. So I'm only doing a couple of cards from the Akashic Tarot. And as I say, we're in the period of communications. That's what I've been talking about. Let's see what the Akashic Tarot is indicating will be. How will it impact? What differences, if any, will we see? We're going to pull 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, so we have reflection in the reverse. I don't know if you can actually see that. So this is how it looks in the upright, and it basically is as it says. We're looking at reflecting on a situation. reflecting on the communication styles. I would imagine they'll be doing a lot of reflection. Um, and we can, as I say, what's bouncing back from the glare from the water. But I say what we have here, it's actually moved into the reverse. And this can mean that things can be cancelled. Emotional energy being cancelled. Reflective experience, an ability to have reflective experience, a battle between emotional needs and the intuitive voice of Shane. So, is it going to be, he's going to find it difficult to sit Amber Heard down, allegedly, and get her to reflect on the situation, to get her in control of her emotions. Because she really needs to look in and understand the emotional influences that are surrounding the court case within the next couple of days. And again, I'll go back to the reading yesterday. I talked about the waterfall. We'll have water here again. We'll have the moon, we'll have the reflection in the upright. That's our ability to. It can also mean travel as well, but it's in the reverse. So I think Shane communication, in my opinion, is going to have difficulty in managing a strategy for Amber Heard, because I don't think Amber Heard, because she's a Taurian, doesn't really like listening to other people's advice. And then we have the journey, and this is the Seven of Roses. And ironically, as I say, the reflection card can also mean travel as well. But here we are having the journey in the upright, and will it be that maybe Shane communication won't stay around too long? It could be they're going to have to work very hard. They're taking on a lot of baggage there. The boats are getting loaded, the cargo. They're going to have to, whatever it is they're taking on, could Shane Communications itself actually be damaged by the emotional baggage that we have here as well, and trying to manage this communication strategy, trying to create this, and it could actually damage the image of Shane Communications. Are they going to walk away? Are they going to say, "Well, this is too toxic. This is going to be almost impossible to turn this around"? It's going to be interesting to see, because as I say, I read in that article there that apparently they went against Johnny Depp in a previous case, allegedly. Are they going to use that experience that from their former interaction with Johnny Depp, allegedly, and bring that into the court case, and their managing of their PR strategy in relation to try and make it a bit better for Amber Heard? Are they going to bring up the past? Because it mentioned that article about the $2 million, alleged $2 million a month spending habit, and allegedly going to a shrink. In my opinion, if that is the case, it's not really relevant to the case we have in court, because the case that's in the court in Fairfax County is to do with defamation, not to do with the Johnny Depp spend money. Wish I had $2 million a month. Johnny, send something to me. Anyway, I think they're going to be struggling. I think they're going to find it difficult to get on with her to reflect on the situation, to see how she's going to manage hers. I think there's, again, I keep talking about emotions, and it might be a shorter journey than being there for the long haul. We'll have to wait and see about that as well. As I say, my personal opinion, and I am not a communications PR strategist, I'm just a wee granny from central Scotland. But my PR would be saying you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed that today, and please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing. That would be fantastic. I hope you have a fabulous Monday wherever you are. Thank you. Bye.